Hello again. Right, today I had another delivery. I had these in mind when I was making my video last week. I said there would be more figures and they have just arrived. They're still in their bubble wrap, so I will try and open them in camera very quickly, and then I will throw them in the light box and put together some more footage. I have got a clicker from The Last of Us. I will put him in the same video as Joel from The Last of Us. I also have a Tony Stark as well. So yes, and then I do also have a diorama, well I say diorama base. It is a base, but it's for my, wherever she is, it's for my Alice from Resident Evil. It's the umbrella logo. So let's get one out, shall we? Have a look. Right, that is the Tony Stark. Interesting. Not what I expected, but I'm going to take it in all the same. We have a Last of Us base. I'll unpack it, unwrap it in a moment. We then have something. Haven't got a clue what. We'll get there in a bit. The clicker from Last of Us. I'll unpackaging soon. And then just some packaging. So yeah. Right. Should we do the smallest first? And voila. One. That's just the crotch holder, but one Last of Us. Yeah, The Last of Us. It looks weird on my camera, that's why. Last of Us base, and I believe it says Joel on the bottom there. So yeah, cool. That is for my figure, by the way. You might have seen him earlier. Oh. Not going to get a good shot at him, but yeah, he comes with a lot of stuff. But he comes with such a basic stand, a basic base, that I wanted to get something else. It isn't the Last of that is from The Last of Us 2, where the base is not, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter, does it? It says his name, and we all know him more from the first game than the sequel. Right. Let's move on, shall we? Let's find out what's in. You know what? I think I know which one this is, because it's the only one that's missing. This is the Resident Evil base, isn't it? That one, the diorama I was talking about. That's what this is. Because it's the only one that's missing. Put a knife through that. Bear with me. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, crikey. That's why it came in a box like this. You got to make it yourself. Bit cheap, if I'm honest. Not what I expected. To give you an idea, it comes all in sections, so you've got to make it. Really? And they all sit in like that. It will look effective when I do it, but it wasn't what I expected when I bought it. Let's put it that way. And I'm going to honestly faff around with that later. Well, that was disappointing. I won't open the clicker as such. I will remove the bubble wrap though, so you can get a better look at this. This will probably be my most excited one. The others look a little, other than the base, the others look a little, yeah. But that's what happens when you get third party in it. They can afford to be cheap and nasty. Right. That's what I'm excited for. Last Survivor, because it's unlicensed officially, it's a third party issue. But it will make a nice, I guess, addition to my Last of Us collection. I'm not against the licensed stuff. I do have licensed Last of Us merchandise. But when they don't do figures and stuff like this, like additional figures, for instance, Bill and Tess would be other good. Bill, Tess, Marlene, there'd be other good side characters for good figures for Last of Us. But they're not going to get released, are they? Because they probably just won't sell as well. Do I need... Yeah, I do actually. I was just going to put my scissors away. No, I could have done actually. Right. I see what they've done here. They've sent me the body separately, and then you have to assemble the rest. I imagine the outfit's inside, the head sculpt, and the base. I'm going to be very disappointed if it's not. Let's find out. Okay, suit jacket, suit trousers. I'm seeing no head sculpt. That's getting scary. The plaque from Iron Man 2. Nice. Shoes. And the Iron Man 2 base. So yeah. But no head sculpt. I bet that's for licensing reasons, but then again, you know, they've gone and done that. It's a shame, because I'm going to have a figure looking like Tony Stark, but not looking like Tony Stark. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Back to Joel from The Last of Us. This is the original box it came in. We're going to unpack this as well as the clicker. They're the two I'm going to prioritise in this video. I put Joel back in his box, but we will unpack him as if he's brand new. And then we'll unpack the clicker. Alright, we're going to start with Joel. We're going to get him out. Now, bear in mind, I've had him for a while. He's been on display, but I've put him all back in the box with everything apart from the stand he comes with, because it's just plain. It's just a black base with one of the crutch grabbers. So, if we open him up, you get an idea. Ooh. Inside, you get Joel, the knife, machete, shotgun, his revolver, the cup if you've played the sequel, the photo from the first game and the sequel, a bottle of alcohol, or a Molotov actually. Should we have a quick look? I think. No, Molotov. Unless that's actually... I think Molotov. I don't know. You get the Molotov, you get his watch and a brick. Now, a brick is quite a basic thing, isn't it? But if you've played the game, you know why you get the brick. It's a nice little throw in. However, if you think that is cool, underneath, if we pop the top one out, you do get, let's put that to the side I think, you do get the guitar, the backpack, whatever is inside there. Oh, is it just some rope and some stuff, some straps and extras basically. Put it in there. This is the crutch grabber and the stand. I have removed them for another figure because that figure didn't actually come with a stand. Then you get the row of hands. I've switched out the hands already to hold both the photograph and the revolver. But yeah, you do get a whole bunch of other hands. So yeah, you get quite a lot with this figure. And he's not badly priced either. But he is unlicensed third party, so yeah, of course it's up to you. We'll get Joel out quickly. Take a closer look at him. I will put him on the display base that I have got. And we'll go from there. can say from that angle he looks more like Arthur Morgan, doesn't he, a bit? But yeah, I would have liked Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us, well, part 1, but they sold out very quickly, and by the time I was in the game for statues and figures, yeah, it was long gone. I will put this on the rotating table. I will show him off a bit better. This is layered, by the way. It's not like it's all one piece. You're going to want to take a look at some other accessories. I'm going to take a wild guess. You're going to want to see the photograph. I don't know if the watch is broken. You can take a quick look at that as well. I won't show you the brick because it is just a brick. Where is it? There it is. Stretching into the light box here. The revolver, I believe, the little thing inside does pop out. But I don't want to force it because I'm not sure. But I'm confident. Yeah, it does. Look, my nail is popping it out there to the side, which is very cool. Not that it actually has much detail, but still something, isn't it? The shotgun, I believe. No, it doesn't have a thing. I was thinking the loading mechanism, I was thinking slides back and forth, but it doesn't. Not too badly detailed though, is it? Put that back in. Surprised he doesn't come with the bolt action rifle from the first game. And if you're wondering, I've not mentioned it yet. I have got Ellie on pre-order. I missed her originally when they all launched together. I was just too late to the party, but they've reissued Ellie. I have got her on pre-order. Whenever she gets released, I'll be getting one. She does come with a load more accessories and I think a few other weapons. So the backpack, I think this is really cool, and I will demonstrate putting the backpack on the body. You have to bend the arms backwards, so behind Joel, and then slide it on, or at least that's the way I've done it. I also had the machete on one of these sides, I think it's that side, had the machete going down the side. When you play the game, he has all the weapons attached to his backpack, which another cool little feature, and I wanted to replicate it. I didn't use the shotgun on my display, but I did put the shotgun with Ellie, the statue that came with the collector's edition. I will, of course, put that in the light box later and show you what I mean, because I thought that worked quite well. Now the guitar, another cool little accessory, does also come with a strap, which you can actually open up. It has got its own little catch there. So yeah, another cool accessory. Like I say, reasonable price, and the amount you get with it is quite crazy, really. Put that back in there for now. I'm going to get some of this out and we'll basically get him looking the part. I'll also get the new display base I've got. Actually, tell a lie, I have got it here. So crotch grabber as normal, but instead of the square plain base, which is just black by the way, I have gone with the Joel Last of Us 1, however, display base. So taking Joel back in hand, to get the backpack on, and it is something I'm going to go with because he's had the backpack in both games, I am going to simply twist the arms back, so they're like that, and then take the backpack. You want to get one arm in like that, the other in like that, do a little shuffle to the front, and voila. It's going to be a fiddly job, I'm not going to do it on camera, but you get the idea. once that is all roughly in place, you can bring the arms back down, adjust the backpack so it looks okay, and yeah, like I say, I will adjust slightly off camera to make it look a bit more realistic. We'll quickly do the clicker, shall we? Because then it's just like an accessory piece to stand next to Joel. So this is brand new. This is my new addition. So everything should hopefully be in order. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, first time opening. I have already taken the lid off after the last one. There we go. And now, inside here, here we go. This is a good example for you. When I said about the display base, he doesn't come with much, but he is just a clicker. That is as boring and plain as it can get. But I guess it's something simple, isn't it? You know, it will do the job. The last time I had this though, for Joel, I did have to file the end. Let's just get rid of that. It's just some accessories in there. Did have to file these ends down, which that might need to get them in there nice and secure, but it's just a minor little thing. Thought I'd mention it. Right, we'll throw that to one side. I will keep it because I don't actually have a base that says clicker. As cool as that might be, it's not necessary. Let's throw that to one side. Let's get the clicker out, shall we? The hands, I don't know if I'll use the hands, it depends. I might go with a kind of grabbing Joel vibe. Oh yeah, there he is. I will put him on the rotating base. I will also pose him with Joel, so don't think this is just going to be the last time you see of him. I think that's really cool. Look at that. I think the first time you come across a clicker in the first game, it's actually crushed up against a wall, so it's in a seating pose, so like this, up against the wall. You all walk up to it and it's just there, it's stuck, its head is stuck against the wall. Like the blood textures as well, look at, he looks grubby. I mean, you could do more, you could easily weather this. Oh yeah. I'm really happy. Under, I think, because I don't know if the clickers just didn't sell well, but under £100 each, which depends on how much you like The Last of Us. For a figure, 1/6 scale, I'm very happy with that. I got Night Monkey from Spider-Man for under £100, and as standard as he is, I didn't like him as much as I did this, but once again, still good prices really. But then again, Night Monkey's officially licensed, where the clicker isn't. It's a third-party edition, but I mean, come on. Whether I put it next to the official base, you know, the Ellie statue that comes with the collector's edition, he'll look good coming up behind her, or he'll look good just standing with Joel. But when I also get the third-party Ellie, that's hopefully coming soon, I'll have all three of them standing together. I might even get another clicker, to be fair, because you could just have a couple of them, couldn't you? Just have them coming for you. Alright, let's stop playing about with him and get him on display. Yeah. Oh yeah, just like I say, there is a bunch of hands. I'll bring that in closer, as you can see. Alright, the clicker. This guy is proper scruffy looking. Taking a closer look at him once he was on the turntable, yeah, I'm very impressed. I'm loving him. You could get more outfits, you could get more clickers. There is so much you could do with this. Can't wait to pose him with Joel. I'm even thinking about building a diorama base. Once maybe Ellie arrives, get down my cabin and work on something. Put something together. Some sort of environment that they can all stand in. I mean, look at that face. Well, what's left of a face. And then all the blood, the torn clothing is great. The only, I mean, this is a difficult one, isn't it? The only thing I think that spoils it is the hands. The joints with the hands are really obvious, of course, with a figure like this. I think if the joints were further up where the elbows are, that could have worked a lot better. But yeah, I mean, does he need multiple hands? That's the question. It depends if you want him grabbing Joel or whether you want the hands just loose. It just depends on what you want, really. I think that head that's just insane. I'm loving the way that looks. All right. No posing, no accessories just yet. This is just Joel on his own, going for a little spin just to give you an idea. I'll add the accessories and put him in a pose in a moment. I think I'm going to do a still shot. We'll put the revolver in one hand and the photograph in the other. See how that looks? Okay. Joel with the accessories, the brick is on the stand. He's got the revolver in one hand, his photo of him and Sarah in the other. He's got the backpack on, and the machete is tucked on the side of the backpack. That machete's cool though, with some hints of blood on it. And it's in his left hand, he's got the photograph. Could try and punch in quick. Love that backpack. I mean, the whole figure's great. And then the hints of blood on that machete, as I said. Really cool. Okay, in a pose, knelt down, crouched sort of pose, but he's about to throw a Molotov. He's got his knife in the other hand. I left the backpack on with the machete. To give you an idea, this pose wasn't easy, but I have used the crutch grabber on the back of the backpack in order to sort of stabilise his weight so that I could form the pose. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. It won't be what I display him as, just for simple, I'd be worried about him toppling over. But yeah, I think it's a cool pose. I think I've found my pose I'm happy with. Backpack, machete, Joel with the knife, but he's booting the kicker? He's booting the clicker in the face. I fell in love with this pose. I've used the crutch grabber to still stabilise him as he's in that sort of position. But yeah, as you can see, the turntable doesn't hold both of them, but I try to make it work as best I can. Angled the knees to give the clicker a bit more of effect. Got the arm going up there. I thought make the use of the other arm, make it look like that maybe is a piece of the environment, just make it look like he's trying to grab to it, but yeah. The space this might take up though, if I stick to this pose, I'm going to have to find some good space on my shelf. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with this pose. It is still on the Last of Us base. I didn't use the black square one that came with the clicker. Table either, so I'm going to have to try and maybe manually rotate him. We'll try one more. I'm going to try a standing up pose with the two of them. I might have to use both display bases. I might use them back to front or back to back even with the support. But yeah, I like that. I really do like that one. The Molotov throwing one was good though. I think there's plenty you can do with these two. They're multiple joints that allows you to pose them in multiple different ways, unlike some of the other figures I've got. I can't wait to get Ellie. The moment I get Ellie, I will pose them all together. I'll get all three going. I will throw in, I think, I'll go and get my collector's base now and throw that in. It won't really work very well, but, it'll be fun. Okay, now, bear in mind it's just the Last of Us 2 Collector's Edition statue. I've added in all three. You've got Ellie playing a guitar on the right from the statue that came with the game. You got my pose at the moment with Joel kicking the clicker's head in. I've added the shotgun to the stand. This is the one that does come with Joel, so it just looks the part. So it does look like it belongs with Ellie, but it is part Joel's. I normally have that on display with the shotgun. Ever since I've got Joel, that's always just been the way. But once Ellie does arrive as the same sort of figure, 1/6 scale figure as these two, it will allow me to make some more poses, unfortunately, because since she's a statue, she doesn't move at all. You can't even take, if I rotate it, let's just take the shotgun off, shall we? You can't even rotate, not rotate, I can rotate the base, but you can't take the arrows, for instance, out of her backpack or use, for instance, her machete. Now the turntable can't spin because Joel's foot's in the way, but I do think they look awesome together. Well, you'll see what I mean. Alright, now I have used both stands to try and get this pose, but it's as if the clicker is meant to be charging at, or at least going for a bite attack at Joel's face or neck, and Joel's defending himself with only his knife. I've not given him any other accessories other than his knife. But yeah, I think it works. I do want a stand that actually says clicker. But like I say, I'm tempted to build my own diorama and then put them all in it once Ellie arrives. But I think this will be the last pose with them both. So yeah, if you got this far, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, hopefully have some more content for you soon. Very quickly before I go, I'll show you my display as it stands. I've moved my Doom statue up to the top shelf and put Joel and the clicker at the end. And also that umbrella stand I got for the Resident Evil Alice character, that is further down as well. I will show you that briefly before we head off. But yeah, so far my display shelves are looking really good. So yeah, any thoughts, any ideas, please just fire away in the comments. But until next time, thank you for watching. Take care everyone.